just 3 miles from the U.S. border in Tijuana, Mexico, nearly 3,000 Ukrainians will spend the night here, sleeping on mats on the floor of what used to be a sports complex, in hopes that tomorrow they'll get the chance to cross into the U.S.
We want to begin a new life in America.
The more show up, the longer they wait, some waiting up to 4 days to cross. Enrique Lucero, Tijuana's director of migrant protection, says 400 to 600 Ukrainians arrive to the city every day. That's up from about 40 daily when the war began in February.
Hemos tenido el pico más alto y esto pues nos generó un cuello de botella.
Lucero says this spike really began in mid-March when the U.S. announced it would welcome 100,000 Ukrainians to take refuge in the country this year.
Those who have made it across the border, I plan on attempting to see those folks.
On Wednesday, U.S. Customs and Border Protection opened a border crossing station exclusively for Ukrainians. Lucero says they're able to process nearly 600 migrants a day, but as the number of Ukrainians arriving keeps climbing, it still might not be enough.
Le vamos a dar unos días que a ver si nos ayuda a bajar ese rezago que tenemos y si no, pues a lo mejor se tendrá que habilitar otra unidad deportiva.
In the meantime, volunteers like Alex Fedorchuk from Agape Ministries are here to make the wait more comfortable.
It is over here. We started to build beds outside. There's not enough spaces.
Alex bringing us inside the facility.
Over here, there's so many little kids and babies, and people are saying so many horrible stories, what they've been through. They've been through hell. And it is so hard for them spiritually, emotionally, and they need support. Over here, we have about 350 to 400 people in this area.
We have food, we have sleep, yes, it's difficult. For us, it's difficult. A little cold at night, it's cold, yes. But, you know, we stay not dangerous, we stay without war, because we think about our people who stay now in Bravary, in Kiev.
These images reminiscent of Central American migrants in the past. In fact, this is the same building those in the migrant caravan of 2018 were housed before attempting to cross the border. The conditions may be similar, but Lucero says the journey to get here and the process to enter the U.S. is very different.
Por la manera diferente que migran a esta garita, como Centroamérica, Haití, o los mismos mexicanos, ¿no? Que llegan en autobús o hasta en caravanas.
In an effort to get to the U.S. faster, Lucero says Ukrainians travel by plane here, often stopping in multiple countries before arriving in Mexico as tourists. It's a trip that can cost $3,000 US. Not to mention, the U.S. border is still officially closed to asylum seekers from other countries because of Title 42, a COVID public health policy that the Biden administration has been under pressure to end.
Да, ну, сразу хочу сказать, слава Богу, что мы добрались. Бог нас хранил, благословил, и мы живы и здоровы.
And while for the thousands here, the end of their journey is within reach, volunteers are bracing for thousands more to come.
All right, Isa joins us now in studio. So, Isa, I know you mentioned it in your report, but I'd like to go back to it. There's a clear reason why these Ukrainians are trying to come to America through Mexico.
Yeah, that's right. It's because President Biden said that they'll be taking in 100,000 Ukrainians this year. This is a faster way to get into the U.S., Tom. It is a long waiting period if you're trying to seek refuge in the U.S. coming from Europe, typically. In this entry point right now of El Chaparral that you saw near Tijuana, right now they are 24 hours a day processing just Ukrainian migrants. That's what Lucero, who you heard from, told us. And by the way, that entry point had previously been closed. It was open this week just for these Ukrainian families to come through. It'll be interesting, Tom, to see whether in the future, when there are surges of migrants from different countries, whether the U.S. government and CBP will be implementing exclusive entry points like this one so quickly for them as well.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.